Good morning, Bird Brains, and welcome to Hey Bird, What's the Word, where we cover events and news happening in the motorcycle industry. I'm your host, Justin Bird, and if you'd like to stay up to date on all things related to wheels, be sure to punch that subscribe button. On today's episode, we're covering Honda's new XR150L. Let's get into it. You can't talk about dual sport motorcycles without bringing up Honda's XR line. Introduced in the late 80s, the XR line is arguably one of the most unkillable bikes out there. Honda had year-over-year record-breaking sales from 2015 to 2019 and could have likely continued that trend if it weren't for the Demi. This growth was largely thanks to the introduction of the highly affordable and, even more important, highly accessible Honda Grom, along with the reintroduction of the Super Cub, the Monkey, and the Trail 125. It appears that Honda is looking to strike while the cheap and accessible iron is hot with the introduction of the new XR150L. I use new because the XR150L has been available internationally for almost a decade now, servicing countries where low CC and cheap motorcycles are the norm, such as the Philippines. But it's time for this bare-bone, no-nonsense bike to be released upon the US. Let's take a look at the spec list. The Honda XR150L will come with a carbureted 149cc air-cooled single-cylinder engine with electric start. It's got a wet multi-plate clutch hooked up to a 5-speed transmission. The steel frame will be hooked up to 31mm telescoping forks in the front and a single shock in the rear. Up front, it'll feature a 2-piston hydraulic caliper with a single 240mm disc, and the rear will be controlled by a 110mm drum brake. Wrapped in dual sport tires will be spoked 19-inch and 17-inch wheels. Coming in at over 2.8 inches above the Grom, the XR150 features a 32.8-inch seat height with a 2.8-gallon fuel tank, bringing the riding weight up to 282 pounds. It features a 1-year factory warranty, and the MSRP is $2,971. It's easy to see why car and truck payments are looking more like mortgage payments over the last few decades. No longer can you find a new vehicle with windows that you have to crank down like you're trying to start an old Model T. What used to be considered all the bells and whistles is now more common on base models across the board. Now, while we haven't seen the same level of forced innovation in the motorcycle market, it is becoming harder and harder to find bikes that don't feature things like ABS and traction control. I think Honda is one of the few manufacturers that doesn't mind their customers risking their lives like the good old days. With the XR150L, you don't get an aluminum frame, you don't get fuel injection, hell, you don't even get a rear disc brake. But what you do get is a highly reliable and, more importantly, cheap, no-strings-attached motorcycle. I think that this bike is absolutely perfect for a new young rider that can't wait to weave through the streets to their favorite Starbucks, or maybe putt down some dirt roads to go visit a local farmer to pick up their vegan organic supplements. Let's face it, the more people we get on two wheels, the better the industry can grow. And with so many options opening up in the sub 5K range, even us broke millennials and those TikToking Zoomers can afford to get into the game. We might not be able to afford things like housing or healthcare, but damn it, we're going to be able to afford a motorcycle, and that's all that really matters. I've been your host, Justin Bird, and that is the word. If you like this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't already, go ahead and punch that subscribe button. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.